Hello YouTube, bit of a weird video today. Now if you've seen one of my previous videos, I rewired and I set up an FNSG for one of my friends. Now when I last saw him, he was absolutely pleased as punch with it. It's fully working, it's his gigging guitar, it's his main axe, and he's loving it. He said he's got a couple of guitars that are in states of disrepair that I could have as projects and we'll work something out financially between us. I'd like to take a moment to say a huge thank you to Chris for giving me these guitars. Thank you very much, it really means a lot and I'm really excited to get working on these. He's given me these cheap guitars for me to get my grubby paws on and see what I can revive from the ashes, as it were. So let's take a look at them. This first one is a lovely sparkly purple Yamaha. It's an RGX121S, as it says there. Can't really see it. So it's maple neck, rosewood fingerboard, older body it says online. Cheap tuners. I mean, these are pretty inexpensive to start with. Volume and tone knobs, 5-way switch as you'd expect. I do have the trem arm, I just don't have it in at the moment because it was easier to bring it back without the trem arm being in. It's pretty dusty, a little bit of rust and corrosion on some of the screws. I dare say a bit of oil would sort that, but I want to see what I can get out of this. So I've got my little Marshall down here, just thankfully it's got some strings on, so we'll see what pickups work and what don't. I'm going to start with what should be the bridge pickup. See what I'm doing. I'm doing the pop test for the... So this is what we want. This should be these two, so it's good. That should be just the middle. That's right. This should be middle and neck. Middle's fine. Neck's not giving me anything. Neck position. Nope. Nothing. So it appears if the neck pickup's dead or a wire's gone or something. I can see it's sunken in one side, so we'll have to have a look in the back and see what's going on there. Made in Taiwan. Right there. Made in Taiwan. Sorry, you can't really see that. It's sparkling. It's very, very small writing. The fretboard seems to be in pretty good condition. Let's try the volume pot. So tone. They both work. There's no... Great, so there's no scratchiness there. And all the electrics work, so that's helpful. I couldn't say anything about the tuners. I'll have to put some strings on it and set it up, and then we'll see how we get on. Bent steel style saddles, the vintage style. I dare say it won't be. I can see, you can't probably see, but in the back I can see a small trem block, aka, you know, a la Squire and all those cheap Strat copy types, so it's that sort of innards. Yep, hum sing hum. Not a bad neck on it. It's a gloss finish on the back of the neck. 6 and 9 black tuners. That's about it really, not much to be said. So that's the first one. Let's have a look at the other one. And this is the second one. So this is a vintage brand Metal Axxe with 2 X's for some reason. It's kind of an offset. It's an SG. Come on, it is. It's an offset SG, but I like that it's offset. I think it's kind of cool personally because it kind of reminds me of a Jaguar with the upper bout and the lower bout sort of being offset. I really like that. Got quite a bit of wear on the back. Again, I have no idea what's going on in the control cavity. I'll have to have a look in. Quite a big chip on one of the horns there, as you'd expect. Fretboard seems to be in reasonably good condition. Bit of wear on the first fret, but really not a lot. That much wear, I mean not a lot. Oh yeah, and 5 tuners, as you may have obviously gleaned. So, yeah. Set neck, which is quite nice. It says online that the body's made of poplar. And yes, it is poplar, I believe. And this is maple, I believe. 24 frets. Let's see what works on this and what doesn't. So, no strings on this. Jack socket feels alright, to be fair. No strings on this, so I'm just going to be going for a pop test. So everything's on 10. Let's start with the bridge pickup. So good. Middle position, this should be both. Yep. Let's try the neck position. That's wired correctly. So let's try this little mini switch, which is coil split, so only half the humbucker when I scratch it should give me a scratch. See? And here, oh, silly me. There we go. Now I've noticed when I do touch it, I do get the ground hum, so there might be an issue with the grounding wire in the back of this. Also, I'm going to move the camera so you can see. Also, if you can see, there's cracks in the bobbins of these pickups. And that is worrying to me. Because if there's cracks in the plastic bobbins, then it must have suffered quite a large impact, quite a heavy impact. And that probably would have cracked the wax that encases all the copper winds to stop it being microphonic. In fact, it might well be microphonic. I'll check that now. So I've got a gain channel in my amp, no coil split. Bridge pickup, I'm going to turn the volume up on my amp, shout into it, and if it comes through the amplifier, it's microphonic. Huh, huh. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, 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 hey. Huh, huh, huh. Huh. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, 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 hey. No. They don't sound like they're microphonic. I'm not getting anything through the amplifier. I've turned the volume up really high, so it would be very, very clear through the camera audio if it was microphonic. That's the best way to check, really, shouting into them like a microphone. That would mean that the wax encasing the coils has become compromised, and that means the coils are free to vibrate with maybe string movement or the speaker movement or something like that, and it creates a feedback. That's how microphones work, the little diaphragm, and we don't want this as a guitar pickup unless you want to. Well, there are unpotted pickups, but that's a different genre. I can tell there's a grounding issue with this. I'm gonna touch that, which, to be fair, might well go away once I go in it and have a look at the innards. It might just be a dry joint or something's been missed or something. So there you have it. These are the two guitars I've got to work on at the moment. So yeah, good things coming up on this channel. Thank you very much for watching. Leave any ideas in the comments and I'll try to get to them. I've got a couple of ideas on what I want to do. I'm quite excited about it, but you'll have to find out anyway. See you next time. Thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe, all that rubbish. See you next week. Bye.